Alright, howdy viewers. This shotgun was my grandfather's. I recently acquired this gun from my second cousin, a good friend, bloodkin. His dad, my first cousin, inherited it somewhere in the 70s. I think my grandpa died in 1972. And obviously, I don't think he used it very often, my cousin. He probably held on to it for his life, and when he passed, his son got it, and his son graciously gave it to me. It is a Buckeye 12-gauge shotgun. On the left side of the receiver here, it says Buckeye. Very faintly. This gun has been used as a tool. It almost looks oily, like it came out of a toolbox. Look how dark that wood is. Pretty rough, I know. Here it says Buckeye Gun Company, Lynchburg, Virginia. Now I can tell you there's not a whole lot of information about these things out there. I scavenged and looked all over, and of course you find a lot by just reading articles, comments, things of that nature. Yeah, the bead there's pretty much non-existent on the end of the barrel. And this was not made in Lynchburg, Virginia. It was made by, well, Crescent Arms, or maybe Stevens, or some of those older manufacturers. They all made this particular gun. A lot of hardware stores, probably like this one in Lynchburg, would get them to, customize them so that they'd be relative to their storefront. So a lot of hardware stores, Sears, a lot of people sold these things. There's not a lot of ways to identify them. There is maybe possibly a number under this 4-piece, but as you can see, it's kind of welded there, and I don't dare try to take it off. I'm going to turn the gun around for you. Okay, so the butt stock's missing, or the butt pad, recoil pad. It's pretty rough. I'll show you this real fast. This was a tool. And oddly enough, I do believe that I actually went hunting with my grandpa. He had this shotgun, and I had a Daisy 880 BB gun. And I remember we ran up on a snake, and I got to kill it. That poor snake, I shot it like 5,000 times. But anyway, it is, oddly enough, a 30-inch barrel. Maybe that was common back then. Wait a second, here's the number in the trigger guard. I didn't see anything about that, and I never noticed it till just now. Right there. Well, maybe I'll give you an update if I can find anything else out about this old thing. But like I was saying, it is a 30-inch barrel, and some of the information that I read was iffy, because like I said, the information was very sketchy. It could possibly be a rolled barrel or even a Damascus barrel. Now, hopefully somebody out there viewing just went, no, that's not a Damascus barrel. I wouldn't know a Damascus barrel if I looked at one. But the steel in this particular barrel does seem different to me for some reason. Take a good look there. Maybe somebody out there that's more familiar with these older shotguns and whatnot can tell me something about this thing. So I read that it could be old enough to have Damascus and or rolled steel, and may not be safe to shoot with modern shot shells. So with that being said, I'm not sure. I was a very young boy. I don't know if my grandpa had black powder shotgun shells or not. Possibly he did. And believe it or not, you can still buy them. They're $50 a box, but I feel like it'd be a lot safer for me to try a black powder shot shell before I went with a modern day, and of course it would be low brass, 8-shot, something light. But tell me what you think, viewers. Chime in and tell me what you think about this barrel. These things were manufactured early in the, or actually the patent was late in the 1800s, like 1897 or something. And I think they produced them on up to like 1910 or something. It's conflicting. Everything I read is a little bit sketchy. So I'm looking for information from viewers like you. If you know anything, chime in. If you don't, well, I appreciate you watching. Wherever you're at, I hope you're happy, healthy, safe. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning. Thanks for watching. Yeehaw.